I do feel like I'm starting to become this person that other people feel like I'm just starting to control them. And that's the last thing I want. I don't want people to feel like I just am projecting on them and like I'm trying to control their life and things like that. Because of course I'm not trying to do that. I have my own life. I'm trying to control my own life. I barely got a grip on this thing, okay? And it's tough for me because I'm such the type of person who feels like, dang, if I'm around you or if you're around me and you invite me into your life and you like, we're friends or whatever the case may be, it is so hard for me to watch people do things that are so avoidable that I know for a fact that they're gonna complain about this in the future and they're going to complain about it to me. That has been happening on multiple occasions. And I'm sure like if you're a girl, this happens when your girlfriends talk to guys, etc., etc. But it's been happening even with other avenues, like people's life decisions, people this, that, the other. People have been doing things that I know for a fact they're going to trip over in the next 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever, next few years, next few months. And as their friend, I feel like it's my job to be like, hold on. Like, let's not do it. Let's not do that. Let's try it this way. Try to come up with alternative solutions so they don't end up making a mistake that is mad avoidable. But I noticed that people start to feel resentment towards that very thing because they start to feel resentment towards me because of that thing because I don't know, they just feel like I'm being controlling or I'm not being understanding and I'm naggy or I expect them to be perfect or I don't know, people have said that I make them feel belittled. And I know the first thing people say is not how you say it, it's what you say. The first thing people say is not how you say it. The first thing people say is how you say it, it's not what you say. I'm getting there. And I'm just like, true. So I tested that. I've been testing that theory for years. Y'all, if somebody doesn't want to hear something, it doesn't matter how you bloody say it. They don't want to hear it. Okay? Which is fair. But I'm tired of people saying, oh, like, it's your tone. It's your tone. It hasn't been my tone in years. People haven't really said that. I mean, someone said that today. But it hasn't been my tone in years. So I feel like going forward, I just don't want to, like, tell people anything. Like, I don't want to help people with their problems anymore. Like, I do, but I don't want to be the one to say it anymore. I'm tired of it. It's almost like I'd rather just let people go through whatever they need to go through. But I fear people are going to be like, damn, where was my friends? Where was my family? Where was the people around me when I was making these decisions? They never said anything. People always say that. So it's like, damned if you do, damned if you don't. Like, I'm not that type of person who just let, my friends, like, if you start smoking crack around me, I'm going to call you out. Like, what are you doing? I can't let that happen. And that's what I've been doing lately. But people are just like, nah, bro. Like, just let me smoke the crack, bro. Let me just smoke the crack, bro. You're not perfect either, bro. I never said I was perfect. What's the beef? I don't know. I just don't be wanting to help people with their problems anymore. Y'all want to learn about the subjects I've been learning? Anyway, I went to Cuba. And I went to Bogota, Colombia. And I had so much fun in both places. I'm definitely going to put a video together talking about my experience in both places. It's going to take a minute because there's so much to say, especially about Cuba. Cuba's a communist country, so I want to talk about that. But I did travel, y'all, and, it's about that age where people around me getting married, people around me booed up, engaged. Everybody is engaged. Anyways, let me reel it back in. Everybody's engaged, and the idea of, like, when people are like, oh, there's 8 billion people in the world. Okay, so when I want to marry an immigrant from Zimbabwe who doesn't have papers, what's wrong with that? People make it seem like it's such a bad thing. If you're Nigerian, I'm being so unladylike. I'm sorry. Let me be demure. I'm not being very demure at all right now. Like my hair, whatever. I don't give a damn. If you're Nigerian or from any like African country and probably other places in the world, you know it is like law. Do not marry somebody without papers. Don't do it. They're going to rob you. They're going to steal, kill, and destroy your life. They're going to marry you and be married back home. Have kids back home. Have a family back home that they'll be sending money to as soon as they get their stuff in America. And you know what, Trump, and they'll even do the same thing in America. They don't have any shame. But, and you know what, Trump being president, being so strict on like immigration, like you can't sneak, you can't, it's getting to a time where you can't really sneak into America anymore and just like vibe. If you've ever had a vacation boyfriend, that will make you actually want to break that very law that I was just talking about. If you've ever had a vacation boyfriend, you know the romance behind it. And I'm not saying I did. I'm just saying I saw a lot of things in both countries that made me consider like, dang, like if I fell in love here, then what would be stopping me from getting married and wanting to bring them to America? Because if you've ever had a vacation boyfriend, you know that's the sweetest romance one could ever have. I swear. The most romantic, steamy, passionate experience be the ones overseas. And I feel like it's because they know, like you like two people know that it's not gonna last forever. So I feel like they just let their movie play out. You know what I mean? So that's also the trap of vacation boyfriends, because like just because y'all had fun for a week or however long the cruise was, I don't know about the cruise. Just because y'all have fun doesn't mean that's how that person and you are gonna be if y'all were to live together long term. Like that's just like a fantasy type thing. But the temptation to bring them to America and like just F your life up and get married is so real. Baby, it's so real. And I feel like that's true love. I feel like that's love without conditions. Because you know what? Americans have all these standards that other places just don't. Like, of course, other places in the world are misogynistic and have their own, you know, whatever type of standards, whether it be religious or cultural. But there's so much beauty in how, especially other countries perceive Black women that America just does not have. So I'm like, what's wrong with that? If you're an IJGB and you want to marry somebody from El Salvador or Dominican Republic, I support it. Look, hey, I understand. I've never experienced it, but I understand. Okay? Another thing, I won't be getting pregnant anytime soon. I'm not doing it. What? Y'all. Adult life is really adulting. Adult life is really adulting. Like, I don't understand. And there's certain people I've realized who feel like they're going to be poor all their life. Or who don't mind struggling, or they think they don't mind at least, who don't mind struggling their whole life. So they just go ahead and get pregnant when they are absolutely not blood clot ready. And that affects the kids. And they justify it at the end by saying, well, like my kids were never starving. My kids were never, and that's honorable. I'm not taking that away. But me personally, I am not getting pregnant. Do you understand? Until I have money in the bank. Until I have good money in the bank, you feel me? If I'm pregnant, I have, by God's grace, I have good money in the bank. I can't do this. I'd be ready to die on my period. And if those cramps are anything like pregnancy cramps, if that nausea is anything like first trimester nausea, you got me F up. You got me messed up. You got me messed up. Yeah, my camera actually had the my new iPhone 15 Pro Max. Let me make myself look neater. My new iPhone 15 Pro Max actually had the audacity to say iPhone storage full. Apple, God will punish you guys. What? I have 2 phones for that reason. I just got this phone a few months ago. My phone is full. What was I saying? Me personally, I'm not getting pregnant until I have money and a ring, God willing. Because what? Y'all, I'm having to basically parent somebody in my family right now. It's okay. I'm actually good on that. It's too much. Doing it without money is God forbid. I'm sorry. God forbid. Please, God. Please. 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 Because when I say God forbid, God be like, oh, bet. God forbid. Let me give it to you. God bids. And, you know, yeah. Anyways, I've been going to the gym. Trying to get rid of the excess fat. But, I won't be getting pregnant soon. I don't know how you guys do it. Shout out to... I heard... Who is it? I listened to a song this weekend by... freaking Fantasia, the single baby mama, like the baby mama song. Fantasia, never do that again. I get what she was trying to do. Don't do it again. That's all that's on my mind. I think I'm just gonna come on here every day uploading what's on my mind. Hopefully I'll get more comfortable. And I'm probably gonna be letting go of trying to like beat my face all the time. First of all, I hate wearing makeup. I think I look so much better without makeup. Not today, because I think it tends to look weird when you just wash it off my face. But it's time for me to get more comfortable on this hoe. Okay? Bye.